Good day, everybody, and what's up? Welcome to another show of the Dr. Nick Show, and this is also another episode of Ask Dr. Nick. And fortunately, and or unfortunately, today's question is very popular, and it's coming from many women, and the question is a simple one, but it's also very important. The question is this: why don't some men like to perform oral sex? Another woman asked the question this way: why don't men eat pussy? So that's the question right there. Why don't men go down on their women? Why don't some men like to perform oral sex? So please tell me why. I'm really interested to hear what you think. So please leave some comments below. And of course, I will tell you what I think. So I'll be right back. Okay. How many answers did you come up with? Me personally, I only came up with 2. You may have found, discovered 5, 6, 20, or 30 reasons why guys don't like to perform oral sex. But for me, I just came up with 2, because otherwise this podcast could be 35 hours long. And I don't think you would tune in for that long. But, also, I will get into the DJ Khaled and his statements a little bit later on. But as I said before, I only have 2 reasons, and I'm going to do them in reverse order. So here's the second reason. And it's because of men's culture or their religion or their religious beliefs. And I will just let that sit there, and let it marinate for a second. Because the truth is, in certain customs and religions, performing oral sex is dirty, it's shunned, it's a sin, whatever you want to call it. So many men may say that, give that reason, and just say, you know what, I'm just not going to do it because of my religious beliefs, period. And I have to say this out loud because I truly believe people use religion until it gets in their way. Because I'm pretty sure there are other men of that same faith who probably love to go down on their women and probably study the same books, know the same texts, believe the same thing, but for whatever reason, they're doing what they have to do and giving their wives, lovers pleasure, period. There's no more, no less. And also, I have to add this because I'm in the United States currently. In some states, oral sex is still illegal. So that's kind of like 2B, because it's considered sodomy. It falls under sodomy laws. So guys can sit there and think, well, I don't want to go to jail because I'm eating your pussy. But wait, please excuse me while I drive 85 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone, while I have an unregistered weapon under my seat, and I'm transporting liquor across state lines. But still, I can't go down on you. Get the fuck out of here. That's so annoying. So I'll say this too. People use laws until it gets in their way. And I'll leave that right there. So I'll just say, so that's number 2, their culture and their religious beliefs. So also falling under the category of get the fuck out of here is DJ Khaled and his interview that he gave a couple of years ago. And the truth is, it's a kind of old interview, but for some reason it just resurfaced recently, where The Rock, Dwayne Johnson kind of came at him a little bit and everything else. And you know what? I'm not going to put my judgment on here right now this second. I'm going to play the whole interview and or the sections that kind of got him in trouble, and I'll let you make your own decisions so you can decide for yourself. So here it is.
I believe a woman should praise the man, the king. If you hold it down for your woman, I feel like the woman should praise, and the man should praise the queen. But my way of praising is called how was dinner? You like the house you living in? You like all the clothes you getting? I'm taking care of your family. I'm taking care of my family. You know, putting in the work.
So you say you don't go down?
Nah, never.
All of that to say you don't go down? Come on.
You don't eat the box?
Come
Nah,
on,
I can't do
Khaled.
that.
Oh,
You don't
my
eat no
God.
food?
Nah,
I thought that's what Hold You Down was about.
Nah, well, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Never in life, or did you try it and didn't like the taste?
I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't.
Not even like for her birthday?
Nah, listen,
Christmas?
she gets, I put in that work. My work is great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do my
Well,
thing.
so now if she told you she don't do that, is that okay?
Nah, it's not okay. Because you know what I'm saying?
I'm confused. So
Because you gotta understand, I'm the Don, I'm the king. You know what I'm
And
saying?
she's the
Everybody's
queen.
the king of that house, huh?
she's the queen.
Of course.
So
I don't do that.
Yeah.
it's not fair.
It's different rules for men. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta understand, like, you know, we you know, we the king. You know what I'm saying? So we know there's some things that y'all might not want to do or want to do. It gotta get done. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do what you want me to do.
There you have it. That's the interview with DJ Khaled that got him in trouble and caused all the hubbub in his life recently. And I want to say this. While I may not agree with his behaviors, if that is how his household runs, if that's how his marriage works, and they're making it work and things are okay, that's fine. Because the one thing I did not see is his wife run to a microphone and start talking about how the fact that she wants DJ Khaled to go down on her. That's a difference. You know, because that's what I was waiting for, and it didn't happen. And also, if his marriage is working that way, who are we to judge? I'm sure we are judging. Yeah, that's just who we are as a people. But if he's handling his business, quote unquote, in that way, that's fine. You know, as I said before, I may not agree with it, but there you go. And the part where he lost me, where I got confused, where he was talking about how the rules are different for men. And that's kind of like, you know, misogyny 101. Because that's a problem. I mean, I can say that. In my opinion, this is me sitting here in my chair by myself. I feel that that's a problem, and that attitude is what is kind of infesting this society right now, and it has for decades, especially for men who of different races, because they think that they are entitled because they are male. Therefore, the rules don't apply to them, or the rules for them are just different. You know, so that's where I was like, nah, man, I completely disagree with you on that. So here we go. So now I'm going to get into the number one reason why I feel some men don't like to perform oral sex. Okay, here we go. Here is the big reveal. In my opinion, this is the number one reason why I feel some men do not perform oral sex. And it's also, I don't want to say silly, but the reason is because they don't know how. Period. Think about this. Because especially for those men who are goal-oriented or goal-centered in their sexuality, meaning that if she doesn't come, the sex wasn't good. If she doesn't have an orgasm, they failed in their duty as a man. So they don't perform oral sex because in their head, they're not going to come from that. You know, their lovers, their girls, their ladies, their wives won't come from oral sex. And that's completely opposite, because most women are more likely to have orgasms from oral sex. Guys, write that down. Write that down again, in case you didn't know. Because yes, just the fact that you had bad information, and most of that bad information probably, or most likely came from porn. But that's a whole other episode, so I will most likely do a part 2 for this video. But still, so if their lover doesn't orgasm, that means they failed. And just to take it a step further, I want to say this. because due to the fragile male ego, if the lover did not have an orgasm, they fail, and it's also a hit to the masculinity, to their manhood. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is it turns into a vicious cycle where like they may have tried it once or twice and nothing happened, you know, or their lover didn't respond like they do in porn movies where, you know, like the guy is licking her labia and she's climbing she's hanging from the ceiling. So, oh my God, this is the best thing. She's screaming her head off. But when he tried it, and notice I said tried it, he didn't see that response. He did not get that response. Therefore, he did it wrong. Therefore, I must suck at it. Be all end all. That's it. Either she comes or she doesn't. Goal oriented sex, whatever. So you know what? It's better or best to not even try. So he throws in the towel, probably when he's a late teenager or 20 years old. And for a guy who's not hiding behind his religion or his culture or sodomy laws. So he's just done with it. So he doesn't know. So someone should sit him down and talk to him about oral sex and how much pleasure it can give to his lady, to his girlfriend, to his wife, you know, and to be re-educated about trying to avoid getting caught in the trap of goal-oriented sex, because in my opinion, it's terrible, you know. But that's just my opinion. So he doesn't know how to do it, you know. Just to sum it up again, he doesn't know how to do it. So maybe he should read a book, take some lessons or whatever, or you know what, practice. Because I know, like, I'm sure, think about this, you know, back when you were learning how to ride a bike, you fell down a couple of times, didn't you? And you skinned your knee and it hurt. But you got back up on your bike. But you won't try to give your lover sexual pleasure because you're afraid of your ego getting hurt. That's pretty interesting. So that's just my food for thought for today. I'm going to close out this podcast right now. So I will say thank you so much for listening. If you like what I had to say, please feel free to share or leave a comment down below. And on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, take care.